So in last lecture, we have discussed about Bohr atomic model, and the main postulate of that atomic model was the first one is the whole positive charge and whole mass lies in the a central point known as atomic nucleus. Second point was the electron revolve around the nucleus in definite circular path of energy, and that path of energy is known as orbit, and energy of nth orbit is given by formula minus 2 pi square m e raised to power 4 z square over n square h square in joule per mole, and mathematical value comes out to be minus 1.310 into 10 raised to power 6 z square over n square joule per mole, and in joule per atom it can be converted by dividing by Avogadro number, and that value comes out to be minus 2.18 into 10 raised to power minus 18 z square over n square joule per atom, and in electron volt it can be converted by dividing by 1.606 into 10 raised to power minus 19, so it comes out to be minus 13.6 z square over n square electron volt per atom. And the third postulate was that the electron can jump from one orbit to another orbit by absorbing energy or emitting energy. The electron can jump from one orbit to another orbit by absorbing energy or emitting energy, and that can be equal to E2 minus E1, and in joule per atom value comes out to be 2.18 into 10 raised to power minus 18 into 1 by n1 square minus 1 by n2 square into z square. This will be the energy change in joule per atom, and electron volt per atom it will be 13.6 into 1 by n1 square minus 1 by n2 square z square. That should be the electron volt per atom. And the last point was that the total angular momentum of moving electron remain constant or conserved. Mathematically that will be mvr is equal to n into h upon 2 pi. And in last lecture we have discussed few numericals. I am taking a next numerical. Question may be there in exams. If a energy of 1.94 into 10 raised to power minus 18 joule per atom is provided to an electron in ground state of hydrogen atom, to which energy level electron should jump, very important one. Here the formula applied will be delta E, and that value is given 1.94 into 10 raised to power minus 18 into 1 by n1. n1 means ground state is given 1, n2 that value we need to find into z square. Putting these values 1.94 into 10 raised to power minus, so that value is equal to delta E is equal to 2.18 into 10 raised to power minus 18 into 1 by n1 square minus 1 by n2 square into z square. Delta is given, that is 1.94 into 10 raised to power minus 18, that is equal to 2.18 into 10 is to power minus 18 into n1 is 1, n2 we need to find, and for hydrogen z is 1. So on cancelling 10 to power minus 8 we will get 1 by n2 square is equal to 2.18 over 2.18 minus 1.94, and that approximately will comes out to be 1 by 9. So from here n2 comes out to be 3. The electron will jump to the third energy level. That will be 2.18 minus 1.94 over 2.18. That value approximately comes out to be 9. So the electron will jump to the third energy level. I hope you understand this numerical. Now we will discuss about the various applications of the monatomic model, and the applications are following. First one, it explains the stability of atom. It explains stability of atom. It explains the stability of atom. Second, it can explain spectrum of one electron species like hydrogen, helium positive, lithium 2 positive, beryllium 3 positive. Next, drawback of this model. First drawback is it cannot explain spectrum of multi-electron species. It cannot explain spectrum of multi-electron species. It cannot explain the spectrum of multi-electron species for the species which are having more than one electron in them. Second, it cannot explain Zeeman effect. It cannot explain Zeeman effect. It cannot explain Zeeman effect. Zeeman effect means the splitting of a spectral line when it is passed through magnetic field. Zeeman effect means splitting of a spectral line when passed through the magnetic field, that is known as Zeeman effect. Next, it cannot explain Stark effect. Stark effect means splitting of a spectral line when passed through the electric field. Cannot explain Stark effect. Stark effect means splitting of spectral line when passed through electric field. Fourth drawback is it cannot explain dual nature of electron. It cannot explain dual nature of electron. Dual nature of electron means properties like de Broglie wave equation and Heisenberg uncertainty principle. De Broglie wave equation and Heisenberg uncertainty principle. These are the drawbacks of this model. Before discussing these terms, we are going to discuss about what is spectrum. In 10th class or lower classes we have discussed spectrum means arrangement of radiations in increasing order of wavelength and decreasing order of frequency. Arrangement of radiations in increasing order of wavelength and decreasing order of frequency, that is known as spectrum. And first of all, we have to discuss about the sunlight spectrum. Sunlight spectrum or visible light spectrum. As I already mentioned, the wavelength of visible light is from 380 nanometer to 780 nanometer, and the visible light can be divided in 7 colors. They can be remembered by Vibgyo. V stands for violet, I for indigo, B for blue, G for green, Y for yellow, O for orange, and R for red. This spectrum is of sunlight. Here, the smallest wavelength is for violet light and longest wavelength is of red light. From violet to red, the wavelength increases, but the frequency decreases. So, the longest wavelength is for red light and highest frequency is for violet color or violet light. Now we have to discuss about electromagnetic spectrum. Questions may be there in your competitive exam. Electromagnetic spectrum. Actually, the electromagnetic spectrum starts from cosmic rays. But keep it in mind, cosmic rays are not electromagnetic in nature. Cosmic rays. Next one is gamma rays. Next one is X-rays. Next, ultraviolet rays. Next, visible rays. Next, infrared rays. Next, radio wave. And finally, next microwave. And finally, radio wave. This arrangement is known as electromagnetic spectrum. It starts from cosmic rays and ends at radio waves. Now questions may be there. Which type of rays have lowest wavelength? Lowest wavelength will be for the cosmic rays. And which type of rays have the highest wavelength? That will be for radio waves. Highest will be for radio wave, lowest for cosmic rays, or order of any 2 or 3 may be asked in your competitive exams. And this is known as electromagnetic spectrum. But in this chapter, we are going to discuss about atomic spectrum or molecular spectrum. Atomic spectrum or molecular spectrum. Actually, the atomic spectrum or emission spectrum can be of 2 types depending on movement of electron. It can be of 2 types. The first one is emission spectrum. First one is emission spectrum. Emission spectrum. And this type of spectrum, the light of source is directly struck on the prism. Light from the source is directly struck on the prism, or this type of spectrum is obtained when the electron jump from higher energy level to the lower energy level. When the electron jump from higher energy level to the lower energy level, that spectrum is known as emission spectrum. And this type of spectrum can be of further 2 types. One is known as continuous spectrum. Continuous spectrum. And the second one is known as line spectrum. Continuous spectrum and line spectrum. As name is suggesting, continuous spectrum means the spectrum in which the wavelength or radiations are not separated from each other. each other and they get merged into each other. The spectrum in which wavelength or radiations are not separated from each other and they get merged into each other is known as continuous spectrum. An example of it is spectrum of sunlight. Example of it is sunlight spectrum with 0. Next one is line spectrum. In this type of spectrum, the wavelength or radiations are separated from each other by distinct lines, and that's why this is known as line spectrum. An example of it is hydrogen and hydrogen-like species. Spectrum of hydrogen and hydrogen-like species, like helium positive, lithium 2 positive, and it was being explained by Niels Bohr. We are going to discuss. Next type of spectrum is absorption spectrum or band spectrum. Absorption spectrum or band spectrum. It is very important one for structural determination. And in this type of spectrum, the light from the source first pass through the sample and then on the prism. Hence, there will be dark band obtained for the wavelength absorbed by the sample. That's why it is known as absorption spectrum. Or we can say that in this type of spectrum, the electron jump from lower energy level to the higher energy level. And for those wavelength, light energy is absorbed, there will be dark band in this spectrum. That's why this is known as absorption spectrum or band spectrum. And it is going to be used by scientists to determine the structure of the molecule, and that is known as fingerprinting region. Fingerprinting region. In higher classes in BSc and MSc, we will discuss about the spectroscopy, and that is the branch of chemistry which will deal with interaction between light and the molecule. Interaction between light and the molecule. That's why that is known as absorption spectrum. Now we have to discuss about the spectrum of hydrogen atom and hydrogen-like species. Spectrum of hydrogen and hydrogen-like species, as I have mentioned, it was being explained by Niels Bohr by use of Ritz formula or Rydberg formula. Ritz formula or Rydberg formula. Ritz formula or Rydberg formula. Rydberg's formula or Ritz formula, and according to this, wave number is given by RH into 1 by N1 square minus 1 by N2 square into Z square. Wave number for transition or from the higher energy level to the lower energy can be found out by use of this formula. Nu bar is equal to RH into 1 by N1 square minus 1 by N2 square into Z square. So, in terms of wavelength, it might be written 1 by lambda is equal to, or lambda is equal to 1 upon RH into 1 by N1 square minus 1 by N2 square into Z square, where RH is the Rydberg constant and its value will be 109,677 centimeter inverse. 109,677 centimeter inverse. Generally, the wave number is measured in terms of centimeter inverse. That's why value has to be taken in CGS units. Now, what about number of series? For hydrogen spectrum, there are 6 series of lines. There are 6 series of lines obtained, and those series of lines are, the first one is Lyman series. Lyman series. The second one is Balmer series. The second one is Balmer series. Third one is Paschen series. Fourth one is bracket series. Fifth one is Pford series. And sixth one is Humphrey series. Humphrey series. There are 6 series of lines in spectrum of Hudson and Hudson-like spaces. First one is Lyman series. Second one is Balmer series. Third one is Parsons series. Fourth one is bracket series. Fifth one is Pford series. And sixth one is Humphrey series. Now, for objective, questions may be there. I am going to explain these. Questions may be there. How many spectral lines are obtained? Number of spectral lines when electrons jump from one energy level to another energy level. One energy level to another energy level. Formula used will be N2 minus N1 into N2 minus N1 plus 1 over 2. N2 minus N1 into N2 minus N1 plus 1 by 2. Where N2 is the higher energy level, N1 is the lower energy level. So, if electron jump from higher to ground state, number of spectral lines will be n into n minus 1 over 2. N into n minus 1 over 2, where n is the higher energy level. And now questions may be taken. First of all, how many spectral lines are obtained? When electron jump from 6th energy level to ground state. How many spectral lines are obtained when electron jump from 6th energy level to the ground state? Here formula used will be number of spectral lines will be equal to n into n minus 1 by 2, and that will be equal to 6 into 5 by 2, and that comes out to be 15. There are 15 lines which are obtained when electron jump from 6 to the ground state. Now same question may be there. How many spectral lines are obtained when electron jump from 6th to 3rd energy level? 6th to 3rd energy level. Here, same formula can be applied. Number of spectral line will be equal to n2 minus n1 into n2 minus n1 plus 1 over 2. So, n2 is 6, n1 is 3 into 6 minus 3 plus 1 over 2, and that comes out to be 3 into 4 by 2, and there will be 6 spectral line over. Now we have to discuss about these series. First of all, I am drawing the diagram, and then we will discuss about their wavelength and region of line. Let's suppose for hydrogen's atom there are 7 energy levels. 7 energy levels. Here n1 is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. When the electron jump from higher to first energy level, when the electron jump from higher to first energy level, then the series of line obtained is known as Lyman series. So, Lyman series means when the electron jump from higher energy level to the first energy level, that series is known as Lyman series. And for this, the Rydberg formula will be nu bar is equal to Rx into 1 by 1 minus 1 by n2 square into z square. Nu bar is equal to Rh into 1 by 1 minus 1 by n2 square into z square, where n2 can be 2, 3, 4, 5 up in this way. Now, question may be there for limiting line, what are n1 and n2? Limiting lines means n1 will be equal to 1 and n2 should be equal to infinity. n1 should be 1 and n2 should be infinity. So, wave number for limiting line will be Rh into z square. Rh into z square, where z is the atomic number. First line, here n1 will be equal to 1 and n2 will be equal to 2. So, Rh will be equal to 3 by 4. Nu bar is equal to Rh into 3 by 4 Rh into z square. And this is the longest wavelength transition. As energy should be minimum, wavelength should be maximum. Second line, n1 will be equal to 1, n2 will be equal to 3. Now, second series, and it lies in ultraviolet region. Keep it in mind, this series lies in ultraviolet region. Next series of lines I have mentioned, that is known as Balmer series. Second series of line, that is known as Balmer series. Balmer series means the series of lines obtained when the electrons jump from higher energy level to the second energy level. When the electrons jump from higher energy level to the second energy level, then the series of lines is known as Balmer series. And for it, the wave number will be equal to Rh into 1 by 4 minus 1 by n2 square z square. 1 by 4 minus n1 n2 square, 1 by n2 square into z square, where n2 can be 3, 4, 5 up in this way. n2 can be 3, 4, 5 up in this way. And this series of line lies in visible region. This series of line lies in visible region. Same here for limiting line. For limiting line, n2 is infinity. First line, n2 is 3. Second line, from red end it may be n2 is 4. Third line, n2 can be 5. And wave number and wavelength can be calculated. Next series, and it lies in visible region. Only series of line of spectrum of hydrogen atom and hydrogen-like species which lies in visible region is Balmer series. Next, third series of lines I mentioned, that is known as Paschen series. Paschen series. Third series of line in spectrum of hydrogen and hydrogen-like species is known as Paschen series. And this series is obtained when the electron jump from higher energy level to the third energy level. higher energy level to the third energy level, that is known as Paschen series. And for it, wave number will be equal to RH into 1 by 9 minus 1 by n2 square into z square. Nu bar is equal to RH into 1 by 9 minus 1 by n2 square z square, where n2 can be 4, 5, 6 up in this way. N2 can be 4, 5, 6 up in this way. And this series lies in infrared region. This series lies in infrared region. And for limiting line, N2 is infinity. Limiting line, N2 is infinity. For first line, N2 is 4. Second line, N2 is 5. Third line, N2 is 6. Next, series of line in spectrum of hydrogen-like spaces, that is known as bracket series. Bracket series. Bracket series. Bracket series means when the electron jump from higher energy level to the fourth energy level. When the electron jump from higher energy level to the fourth energy level, then series of line is known as bracket series. And for it, wave number will be equal to RH into 1 by 16 minus 1 by n2 square into z square, where n2 can be 5, 6, 7, 8 up in this way. And it is also lies in infrared region. It also lies in infrared region. Same way here, when n2 is infinity, that will be the limiting line. For first line, n2 will be 5. Second line, n2 will be 6. Third line, n2 will be 7. Next series of lines I have mentioned, that is Pfund series. Pfund series. Pfund series is obtained when the electron jump from higher energy level to the fifth energy level. When the electron jump from higher energy level to the fifth energy level, then the series of lines is known as Pfund series. And for it, wave number will be equal to RH into 1 by 25 minus 1 by n2 square into z square, where n2 can be 6, 7, 8 up in this. Same here. It also lies in infrared or far infrared region, we can see. Here, when n2 is infinity, limiting line. For first line, n2 is 6, second 7, third 8. Next one is Humphrey series. Humphrey series. Humphrey series means when the electron jump from higher energy level to the sixth energy level. Humphrey series means when the electron jump from higher energy level to the sixth energy level, then the series of lines obtained is known as Humphrey series. And for it, wave number will be equal to RH into 1 by 36 minus 1 by n2 square into z square, where n2 can be 7, 8 up in this way. And it also lies in far infrared region. Far infrared region. These are the 6 series of lines. I hope you understand the things. It is very important topic for competitive exam. Generally, question may be regarding wave number, wavelength, energy change, or line and series. First line, you understand. First line means next energy level. Infinity, if n2 is infinity, then that will be the limiting line. You can do the numericals on basis of this. Tomorrow we will discuss next topic. Till then, thank you.